I have to say, I think the Off Doggie is one of the most amazing tools I have ever used. What I love about it is that it allows me to keep control of my dog. One of the things that was very upsetting was having him jump all over people, and it's a matter of how do I train my dog and train people how to be with the dog. It became too overwhelming. So the Off Doggie was the best gift I've received, where I could ignore his bad behavior and not have people turn their back, so that, you know, I'm trying to train them as well as train my dog. It freed me up to just ignore his bad behavior until he calmed down enough, and then once he was calm, he was able to be released from Off Doggie.
When I first saw the Off Doggie, I thought what a clever idea, and I tried it, and it works great. I also started using it at the dinner table, because the dog would jump up at the dinner table and want to eat our food, and I used it for that too. The pad is easy to get to, and when I step on the pad, I just ignore the dog, and the dog doesn't jump up, can't jump up, and it finally settles down and just lays there. So it's a great tool. We've worked with trainers in the past, and after a while it worked fine in the beginning, but the kids don't follow through. My wife doesn't follow, I don't follow through. This tool just makes it very, very easy. Just hook it up one time, and the dog understands right away what's going on.
One reason we like the Off Doggie is because I think you see a lot of people often step on their dog's leash to get them under control, but since leashes are pretty narrow, it'll usually just slip right out from under their foot pretty quickly, especially if it's in the arch of their foot. With this, you get a nice big pad that you can really put your weight down on. Because prior to getting the Off Doggie, I found since he's about a 75, 80-pound lab, I would often have to get on the floor with him on my knees and restrain him so people could kind of get in the door, and then after a couple minutes I'd let him greet everybody, but still he'd be pretty excited.
It's really stressful to have people come in the house, because we know he means well. We know he's not going to knock their children down. We know that he is not going to hurt anybody, but people who walk in, especially if they've never encountered him before, don't know that. So it is stressful, and it started to get to the point where every single time people came into the house, Bentley had to go in the backyard or into the bedroom. And
that would only delay the onslaught.
Yeah, and then, what would start to happen is if we had gatherings, I have my book group come over every couple of months, he would have to hide out in the bedroom the whole time, because we never wanted that initial, burst of energy to ever happen at all, and so we just sort of had to hide him away. Now I feel like we can get through those initial moments and sort of get him over the hump of that excitement, and then once he calms down and sees everybody and sort of smells everybody and gets to know everybody, he's fine. I mean, he is a good boy, and he'll go lie down, and we don't have to worry about it so much.
You'll love the Off Doggie.